Hello everyone, welcome back to our webinars. Today we're having the topic of create your informal group. And I have a question for you. Let me put it out there. How does that feel to you if you could go and get a group of friends and do super cool stuff together? You don't have to have an organization. You don't have to go through the difficult, tough stuff of setting up an institution, an organization, an NGO. No, you can manage all of that through an informal group. So that's what we're going to discuss today. Yes, in some cases, the program Erasmus Plus allows you to join projects as an informal group. What does that mean to be an informal group? Let's see it together. That's the topic for us to explore today. My name is Mara. I'm the head of EU Training Academy, and I'm here with you today to clarify the program Erasmus Plus, so it's made easier for you to understand. I have been working with projects for the past decade. I have been writing projects. I have been coordinating projects for the first years of my career with Erasmus Plus. And nowadays I'm a trainer, so I facilitate training for those who would like to apply for projects, but they don't know how. That's what I'm here for. That's what EU Training Academy is here for. So if you would like to join us throughout consultations or trainings, you're very much welcome. Just contact us and we will try our best to help you and to explain things to you in an easy way that you can understand it. So let's go to informal groups, shall we? Let me show you one very important thing, one very important document, which is the Erasmus Plus program guide. So this is the guide, the information. This is where all the most important information related to the program is, and it's what states what is and what isn't. So this is a document which we use in a normal basis if we want to work with Erasmus Plus projects. So let's say you're a group of young people. So a young person, according to the European Commission, is someone between 13 and 30 years old. So this difference, it may seem to some of us that 30 years old, how come I'm still a young person? Yes, you are, because the European Commission has understood that there are these years between the 20 few years old until the 30s. When is the moment when we leave home, when we start paying taxes, we get to rent a house. So we need to navigate this difficult world and we don't know how. And that's why you're still a youngster, because you're not an adult fully, but you're still learning how to manage in this difficult world. So if you're a group of youngsters, so if you're between 13 and 30 years old, you can have an informal group. And within your informal group, you can do a lot of stuff within the program. And you can also be engaged in projects. And now you may ask, so who is an informal group? What is an informal group? Who is these people who are engaged in this informal group? So let's see what the program guide tells us, because that's the best place to clarify this information. So you have the information here, a group of at least 4 young people between 13 and 30 years old. So you see, I didn't lie to you. I was not making things up. It's written. One of the member of the group needs to be 18 plus, so it needs to be an adult. And this is the person who assumes the role of representative of the group, and it helps. It works on the behalf of the group. So if you have a group of minimum 4 youngsters, one of you is at least 18 years old, then this person who is minimum, this minimum one person who is 18 years old is the youth leader, the representative of the group. So that's the first thing we know. Then let's say that all of you are 18 plus. So let's say you have a group of friends, you want to do nice stuff together, and you all are between 18 and 25 years old. Well, that's cool. That's actually very good. Then you just need to decide who is the one who is taking the role of the leader and who is managing on behalf of the group. That's it. And now you may ask, okay, Mara, that's really cool, but which documents do we need to have so that we can actually prove that we are an informal group? So let me show these documents to you. I will show you the templates which we have. You're also going to have it in the description of the webinar. But as I say, these are just templates. So you also have to see if maybe in your country there is some other way of organizing these documents. It may be, and then you just adapt the documents to whatever is needed in your country. For instance, in matter of identifying people, so if you have IDs or if maybe you have a different number, for instance, in Poland we also have PESEL. So that's those are details really, but you need to check them out, and you can use the templates that we're going to share with you, or if you decide that you can make them better, then for all means just go and do it. That's really good. So I will show you the documents in a bit. Just before we go to that, and just so to put it in a very practical way so that you understand. What is an informal group in a practical way, so in your daily life? An informal group is a group of youngsters who together you want to do things. So you want to create projects, you want to be engaged in activities abroad, maybe you want to create a youth festival, maybe you want to do a graffiti, and so you can have a youth exchange and you can have other people also coming and helping you doing the graffiti in the city. It's very much up to you to what exactly you want to do. So that's actually the first thing you need to decide. You need to meet with the youngsters all together, all of you, and you need to decide what you want to do. So that's one way you create a group with your friends. Another way is there are some informal groups which are already into place, right? So maybe you belong to the Scouts group. So the Scouts group can be an informal group. Maybe you go to dance classes with youngsters. Then you can also have an informal group within the dance class. Maybe you're having outdoor activities. So you go to the forest, you do climbing, you do different stuff together, and you and your group you would like to do things together. So that's also an informal group. So an informal group is basically a group that exists, is doing stuff, but it's not formally registered. And it can mean a lot of different things. It can have a lot of different formats. As long as you know who you are as a group and what you want to do. So what is the vision and towards what you want to implement activities. So just that you know, and that it's put out there to everybody, that the program also supports activities for all these groups, for all these different groups, which are willing to do stuff to implement activities. Then really go out there and do it, because you can get fund to run your projects, and that's a very good thing actually. So I have had an informal group actually before I even established the foundation, because I also have a foundation, and we have gone through these steps of creating an informal group, of discussing who are we, what do we want to do, and what we did was we met all together, the people who wanted to do things, and then we checked, okay, so who is between 13 and 30 years old from us, then who is above this age, and who is going to be the leader. Naturally, you can guess I was the leader of the informal group. There's no surprise, I think. And then we met all together and we discussed, okay, let's set up what we want to do with the informal group, what are we up to, what activities, so that we can support each other and so that everything is clear. And then based on these decisions, we created a document, mostly, which proves that we are an informal group. And based on these documents, I created these templates. And so these templates, I want to bring them to you so that you can also go out there and you can use them and make the best use out of it. So I'm going to go look for the templates to show it to you. Give me just a second. So I have them here for you so that you can see them. I'm going to share my screen now. Let me see, where is the document. Here we go. So this is the document which we have developed, so the template, and don't try to make it difficult. It's simple, and it should be simple, because you're not legally registered, you're youngsters trying to do stuff. So just make it easy, but the most important information needs to be there. So this information is going to be attached to the description of the webinar, so you don't have to be worried about that. You can go there and you can check it. And this is what we did. So we create a statement, and we actually had people who are also above 30 years old, which was actually pretty cool because we could work all together. So you can have more than the minimum, but remember the minimum is that you have to have these 4 youngsters who are involved within this age range which the program defines. So that is the statement we have created, that we have met as an informal group. We named the informal group. So the informal group was called IDEA. and there is a shortcut for a lot of different things, which then led to the organization, which makes a lot of sense. But so then you can also name yourself. You can name yourself in a super cool name if you like it. I don't know, the Power Rangers or whatever you'd like to call yourselves. And this group has a name, and this name, and together we will work with the aim of. And then you can discuss what that is important for you, for all of us. So for us, it was important that the group was going to work together. It was important that we're going to have communication both in English and in Polish. Because we also had people who are from migrant backgrounds, me myself included. So we wanted to have both languages in English and in Polish, and this was important for us to be in the document, so that then when we apply for projects and the national agency asks us for documents, they don't ask us why this is document created in English. Then there is the information of why there is the document in English, because we're going to work in both languages. And also because our goal was also to reach up to people to practice the English as a foreign language. So that made a lot of sense for us to have these both understandings of things. Then we also decided who is going to represent the group, who are going to support us, what do we want the group to do, so to develop skills in diverse topics related to personal and professional development of the youngsters, who is involved in the group, and then we have the formalities. So then we have developed it a lot. So as I said, you can make it simple. Just make it in a way that it makes sense. It makes sense to you. And then we have developed the formal parts that then, as some adults are also trainers, we can deliver the exchange of knowledge. So this was important for all of us to learn from each other, also at local, at national, at European, at international level, promote diversity, culture. So this was a bit of what we wanted to do: sports, education, mobility. And then we have here the information that there is the selection of the representative of the group, the name, the ID number, the email address of this person, and that this person is representing the informal group. And then there are the rest of the members of the informal group, which we have added here. So there is name and surname, the date of birth, the ID number, the city, town, village of residence. And then this person is assigned as the contact person and the representative. And then all the others, they just had information about who they are mostly. And then we all signed this document. And then we also have it, the version in Polish, but for now, it's not so much important. And then we all signed this document. And it's really simple. You don't have to make it, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just put it simple. You write it down. We are these people. We want to do things. We have a document that proves that we want to do this stuff. The document is signed by all of us. And then you attach it to the WebGate platform, and you can work, you can function as an informal group. It would be good if you meet often, if you discuss things together, and then you can also apply for projects for youth exchanges. Mostly you can be involved in a youth exchange with other youngsters from other groups, from other countries, and you can do a lot of different stuff. You can learn a lot. You can be engaged in youth activities. Yeah, so this is pretty much it in what concerns creating an informal group. I hope it helped you to understand it. Check the template attachments to the webinar, which are going to be coming up soon. And yeah, check our Spotify podcast. So if you come to the QR code here, you're going to get to the Spotify. On Spotify, we have all the episodes of things that we're going to try to clarify for you, and we try to make simple for you to understand what the program is, how you can take advantage of the program, also by going through experiences of other people. And we are on Instagram, on Facebook, so check it out, because we have other webinars which we posted. We're going to have some more webinars coming up. We have the courses online also, which you can book with us. So learn with us, grow, try to understand things, try to make things clear for you. And we're here to help you. If we can help you, just go check what is out there from our side, share it with your friends, go collect your group of youngsters, develop your informal group, and start being engaging in projects and have fun.